Hey guys, YouTube's been quiet on my end lately. If this story hits you in any way, a like or comment goes a long way. Let's dive in. I was sprawled out on the old Navy couch in our Chicago apartment when it happened. The sun was sinking behind the skyline, casting a warm orange glow through the blinds. The city buzzed outside. Distant sirens, laughter, car horns, and I was halfway through a rerun when my phone vibrated with a message from an unknown number. I didn't expect much. Probably spam, I figured. But when I tapped it open, everything stopped. The first photo was like a punch to the chest. There she was, Lena, my wife of 6 years, smiling that same radiant smile that once belonged to me. Her arm was wrapped around a man I didn't recognize. They were on a beach somewhere. Sunlit waves, bare feet, sunglasses on their heads. Their faces were so close. Too close. My heart hammered as I swiped to the next image. They were kissing. Passionately. His hand on her cheek, her fingers tangled in his hair. And there, clear as day, was her wedding ring. Still on her finger. Still a promise to me. Only now it gleamed like a joke. Beneath the images was a short message. Sorry, wrong number. Thought you should see these. She's been with him for months. My hand shook. I felt like the floor had dropped out from under me. I must have stared at the screen for an hour, my thoughts spiraling in every direction. The timestamps on the photos matched the dates Lena had told me she was away on work trips, marketing conferences, client dinners. All the lies lined up like puzzle pieces I never wanted to finish. That night, when she walked through the door with her usual, "Hey babe," I didn't say anything at first. I just held out my phone, screen glowing in the dim light of our living room. The images stared back at her. "Who is he?" asked. My voice barely made it past my throat. She froze. Her purse slipped from her shoulder to the floor. I'd never seen her face so pale. "His name is Mason," she whispered after a long silence. He's a coworker." Tears welled up in her eyes, and she sank onto the couch, burying her face in her hands. Between sobs, she admitted everything. Late nights at the office that weren't really work, weekend trips disguised as networking events, feelings she said she didn't expect but couldn't fight. It had started slowly, she claimed. Project turned partnership turned affair. She told me the pictures weren't meant for me. They were supposed to go to Mason, but a mutual friend, someone who had stumbled upon their secret, had seen enough and decided I deserved to know. That friend had sent them, anonymously, hoping I'd finally open my eyes. And I did. The next day, I packed a bag and moved into my friend Jonah's spare bedroom. I couldn't stay there. Not with the smell of her perfume still hanging in the sheets or the echo of her laughter trapped in the walls. The betrayal ran deeper than the affair. It was in the casual lies. The misplaced phone calls. The nights I cooked dinner for one without knowing I'd been written out of the story already. A few days later, I stared at the message again. The mystery number. Something in me needed to know. I typed, "Thanks. But who are you?" I didn't expect a reply. But I got one 3 days later. Just someone who overheard too much. Name's Alex. I work at the coffee shop near Lena's office. Heard Mason bragging about her. Felt wrong keeping it to myself. Alex wasn't anyone special in my life. But in that moment, they were everything. A stranger who handed me the truth when the person I trusted most couldn't even look me in the eye. We started texting. Casual at first. Then deeper. Turns out, Alex had been through their own heartbreak. Their partner had cheated, too. Maybe that's why they felt compelled to help. Maybe they saw something familiar in my unraveling. Weeks passed. Lena and I stopped speaking except through lawyers. Divorce papers were drafted. She moved out. Took half the furniture, most of the kitchenware, and all of the comfort I once found in that space. One autumn evening, Alex messaged again. "Want to meet for coffee? I think we could both use a good cup." So we did. And it wasn't a date. It wasn't a lifeline either. It was just two broken people trying to feel whole again. Talk. About everything. The weight of betrayal. The numbness. The weird peace that comes with knowing the worst already happened. And somehow, in that quiet, They helped me find something I'd forgotten myself. Photography became my therapy. I began capturing Chicago's skyline at dusk, the way the light caught the steel and glass like fire on water. Posted some of them online. People responded. One evening, as golden leaves swirled across the riverwalk, I met Alex again. We stood on the DuSable Bridge, wind tugging at our jackets, cameras in hand. "I think I'm finally healing," I said. Alex just smiled. "You're not healing. You're rebuilding. That's braver." Before leaving, Lena had left a note on the kitchen table. Simple. "I'm sorry I broke us. I hope you find peace." I never replied. But I framed it, not out of forgiveness but closure. That night on the bridge, I took a photo of the river. The light danced on the surface like it was alive. I stared at the screen. Tears threatened, but they didn't fall. I turned to Alex. "Thank you for sending those photos. For everything." They nodded. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it frees you too. If you've ever been blindsided by betrayal, you know that silence can echo louder than screams. Sometimes healing starts with a stranger's kindness, and one photo at a time. Like, share, and comment if this story resonated. And hey, subscribe if you haven't. There's more to come.